What is up, guys? This is guitar video lesson number 196, the song Ruined by Shawn Mendes. And first of all, the song's in standard tuning, and second of all, we actually have two guitars playing in that song, especially during the first. But we don't have to care about that because I will show you guys what the first guitar is playing, so what Shawn is playing, and what the second guitar is playing while he's doing what he's doing. So no worries there, you can decide what you want to play, and if you want to play both guitars, that is totally fine with me. Go gather some friends and play that song because it is awesome. So let's get started with the first right away. So we start by putting our first finger onto the fifth on the fifth string, third finger onto the seventh on the fourth string, and pinky onto the seventh on the third string. And now be careful to mute the sixth string with your first finger. And now we count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the emphasis is on the first one because we go. And we do that 4 times. So strum down on the first one and then go easy on the second and third one. And then we jump from here onto here, so onto the third and fifth on the sixth, fifth and fourth string. We've got the first finger on the third on the sixth string, third finger on the fifth string, and pinky on the fifth on the fourth string. And now we do the exact same thing. And that is already the whole first played by the first guitar. In the background, we can hear the second guitar always doing the exact same thing because we've only got one chord here, and I'm talking about this one. So we've got the first finger on the seventh over the fourth, third, and second string, and we don't want to hear the first string. That's why we've got the first finger touching the first string, but not going down on it. That way we won't hear it at all and get the clean sound that we want. And what we do now is we simply put our second finger, or hammer our second finger onto the eighth on the second, like this. Lift it back off and hammer it back on. Just like that. And this is just one of several variations that we use on this chord. We always play the same chord. Always first finger on the seventh, on the fourth, third, and second string. The only thing that changes is what we do with the strings. So we've got this technique that I just showed you where we hammer the second finger onto the eighth. And now we've got something where we just go. So pick the second string, then pick the third string, and then pick the fourth string. And sometimes we just go. Just pick it once and hold it. And that is everything that we do during the first on the first and second guitar. So now let's jump right into the chorus, which should sound like this. let's start with the chords. We start by putting our first finger onto the 5th on the 6th string, third finger onto the 7th on the 5th string, and pinky onto the 7th on the 4th string. And now we stick to the rhythm that we used during the first. So we go down, down, down. One hard down followed by 2 soft downs. So we go. We just do it once and then we slide 2 frets up. So now we've got the first finger on the 7th on the 6th string, third finger on the 9th on the 5th string, and pinky on the 9th on the 4th string. And again, only once. And now we slide down onto the 3rd and 5th on the 6th, 5th, and 4th string and do it twice. Then 5th and 7th once. 7th and 9th once. And now, so the second time we play this riff, 3rd and 5th only once as well. Because now we jump up onto the 5th and 7th on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. So we've got the first finger on the 5th on the 5th string, third finger on the 7th on the 4th string, and pinky on the 7th on the 3rd string. And yet again, we have to be careful to mute the 6th string with our first finger. And now we do it once on here as well. So far we've got... Now we do the first part again. And now we do the first part again. So we do it the first, the third, and the 4th time. The only difference is that now we jump back onto the 5th and 7th on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string and strum down once and hold it. Just like that. And that is already the whole chorus. So now let's take a look at what we play on the second guitar, and we just go. We start by putting our first finger onto the 5th on the 2nd string, second finger onto the 6th on the 3rd string, and third finger onto the 7th on the 4th string. And now we mute the 6th and 5th string with our thumb and the 1st string with our first finger. And now we just strum down once. And then we pick 3rd and 4th. Now we slide up and lift our second finger off. We've now got our first finger on the 7th over both 3rd and 2nd string, and we've got the third finger on the 9th on the 4th string. And now we do the exact same thing. So once all 3, and then 3rd, and then 4th. And the last one is looking like this. We've got the first finger on the 1st and 2nd string on the 5th, third finger on the 7th on the 4th string, and we mute the 3rd string with either our first finger or our 3rd finger. And then we go down once. Then we wait a bit longer, and then we go 1st, 2nd, 4th. And that is the whole chorus played by both guitars. So now let's get to the awesome guitar solo, which should sound like this. So we start by putting our second finger onto the 7th on the 4th string, pick it once, and slide up onto the 9th. Now first finger onto the 7th on the 3rd string. Now we go 9th on the 4th string with our 3rd finger and 7th on the 3rd string with our 1st finger, pick it once, and slide down onto the 6th. Now put your 2nd finger onto the 7th on the 4th string, pick it once. 1st finger on the 6th on the 3rd string, pick it once and slide down onto the 4th. Now we put our 1st finger onto the 2nd on the 3rd string, pick it and hammer the 3rd finger onto the 4th. And now 1st finger onto the 2nd on the 4th string. Now we put our 1st finger onto the 7th on the 4th string again, hammer the 3rd finger onto the 9th, and pick the 9th on the 4th string once more. Now 2nd finger onto the 7th on the 3rd string, 1st finger onto the 4th on the 4th string, and onto the 2nd on the 4th string. Just like that. Now we put our 1st finger onto the 7th on the 3rd string, pick it once, pick it once more, hammer the 3rd finger onto the 9th, lift it right back off, now put your 3rd finger onto the 9th on the 4th string, so we go. Now 3rd finger onto the 9th on the 3rd string, pick it and push it up. Pick it and push it up even further. So, just like that. I know it sounds weird, but that's what he's doing during the live version, because that's what I took a look at. So we go. Bring it back down, go again. So 7, hammer onto the 9 and 7. Now we move one string up and put our 1st finger onto the 7th on the 4th string and put our 3rd finger onto the 9th on the 4th string. And now we pick the 9th, lift it back off and hammer it back on. Just like that. Now we put our 1st finger onto the 7th on the 3rd string, pick it once down and then down up. Now 3rd finger onto the 10th on the 2nd string once. And then we go up down on the 7th on the 3rd string. So then down up, down on the 10th on the 2nd. So and now we go 1, 2, 3, 4 with the 1st finger on the 7th of the 3rd and 2nd string. And now we go. So 3rd and 5th on the 6th, 5th and 4th string. 1 fret up, 4th and 6th on the 6th, 5th and 4th string. And 1 more fret up onto the 5th and 7th on the 6th, 5th and 4th string. And that's the whole solo part done. And if you say, I want to just play chords while he is playing the solo, then you just continue the first riff. So you just go. And And now there's already only one part left. And of course, I am talking about the last part of the song, the Do I Ever Cross Your Mind part of the song. And let's take a look at what we play here. So we start by putting our first finger onto the second on the third string, second finger on the second on the first string, and third finger on the third on the second string. Now we strum down 6 times. Now we put our first finger onto the first on the second string, second finger on the second on the third string, and third finger on the second on the first string 6 times as well. Now we put our first finger onto the second on the fifth string, second finger on the third on the sixth string, and third finger on the third on the second string. Only 3 times. And now our first and third finger stay where they are, and we move our second finger over onto the third string, onto the second on the third, and we go 3 times down again, and then a regular E with the first finger on the first, on the third string, second finger on the second on the fifth string, and third finger on the second on the fourth string. 6 times, and then we go again. And then we are done. I hope you guys liked this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Helps me a lot. Keep on subscribing. And if you want to stay up to date on what's going to be new on the channel, and check out my Facebook page. Link is down in the description. And if you want to get a sweet discount on all of the games for all of the consoles, then check out g2a.com. Link is down there as well. And if you really want to support the channel, link to my Patreon page down there as well. Help me out and get some sweet rewards. And as always, I hope that I will see you guys next time.